just off the 405 freeway in downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, between the Laker girls, the purple and gold, all the banners, all the celebs, you better stay focused.
Ed, are you reading my mind right now? There's a reason why I'm late to the game. Those Hollywood parties, nothing better. But let's get it on the court.
No distractions here tonight. Let's do this thing. Boogie of... Using the rim. Big finish.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Leonard. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
That's me.
James to Davis. Danny Green. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Cashes in for 2.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
George, and he buries it. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Leonard. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To James. A lot of contact, no whistle.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
James to Davis. Won't go down. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
He made his first effort, but not that time. To James. Cousins. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Oh, ferocious slam inside. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time for some new personnel into the game. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
3 for 3. Nice.
I got ball. It's all me.
To James. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard to Williams. Leonard. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
And scores at the rim. Jay, good luck recovering from that. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
First free throw is good.
To the line, shooting 3.
Second and 3, got it.
For LA, number 7, JaVale McGee.
And he hits all 3 free throws.
I got ball. I got some for him.
And he finishes at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Lakers ball.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 4 out of 7.
The assist from number 5.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George to Williams. George. Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. It's the second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. LBJ with it. And throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. LeBron into the front court, looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lakers at the controls right now. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Kawhi Leonard, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Anthony Davis.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. James into the front court. His guys trail by 13. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Here we go.
Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
George knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Leonard. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Strong finish for Paul George.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Leonard. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. It's James controlling the offense. To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. to Leonard. Anthony knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
James. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And the basket good at the rim.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Paul George to Leonard. Fires the three. Textbook defense. LeBron with it up top. His guys down big. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Footer at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard to George. Shot from the lane won't go. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. Can't connect from inside. George to Beverly. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound Cousins. Gets it in the right corner. Kyle Kuzma cleans it up. Offensive board. Cousins to Davis. 4-3. Anthony Davis. Not sure why he was left so wide open.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
LeBron into the front court. Trailing by 14. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
George. Short jumper won't go down.
And you thought you would have seen him bounce back in the second half. Just looked like he could never get himself into the flow of the game. I put a little bit out on the coaching staff, too. Maybe they could call some better plays for him to get him in situations where he could see the ball go in.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Number 23, LeBron James.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
13, Paul George. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Ah, the monster stuff.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big time finish.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
13, Paul George.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
I got him. Here we go.
Davis to James. From the painted area, won't go down. Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a 3-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the 3-point shot.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. He gets it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grades.
Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
To Beverly. Beyond the arc for 3. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
And the 3-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
From long range, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
James into the front court. Down by 15. Clippers have the basketball. Driving right to the basket. Anthony Davis with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
He throws it down. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter, and not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Throws it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. And stuffs it home.
And easy to get back on defense.
To Williams. Whoa, Williams! Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. 4th this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And the slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Harkless to Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
Visit our team website for the latest news, videos, interviews, and features. You can get all that and more, including the opportunity to attend a post-game press conference. Visit the website for your chance to win.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 13, Paul George.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Beverly into the front court. Lead is 12. Oh, he had it.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Paul George. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LeBron James with the rock. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Williams. To Beverly. To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To James. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And the finish. Slam dunk.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Anthony Davis swats it. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Anthony Davis pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Leonard to Paul George. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
George can't go down. Smothering defense. Over to the right side. To Leonard. Fires the 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
To Beverly. DeMarcus Cousins tips it. Ooh, 5 now. Clippers recover. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily.